brewing cider with Saison yeast that was suggested by Hamster of Borg in an earlier cider video I did where I fermented cider with American ale yeast. So today we're trying it, brewing apple cider with Saison yeast. I'm excited. Let's kick it.
This is your final warning. I do weird stuff on camera just for you. Experimenting with chaos, that's what I do. If it all blows up, that's just part of the plan. Entertainment and it's caffeine in my hand. Mom says bring snacks and don't make a fuss. Plotting world domination, one word with us. Dr. Hans Brewery.
I'm Dr. Hans, this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. Yeah, I know this is about cider. This fellow, it's Chewy, my friend. So after my brewing cider with American ale yeast under pressure, I got a comment from Angel Yeast. We sponsored that video and they're kindly also sponsoring this video. So I will link down below to Angel Yeast brewing product page. Go and check them out. They said,
you know, we do have cider yeast.
And I already released the video on this one, and this came out absolutely beautiful. And we will be doing a versus video after this one. A battle, cider versus cider, cider yeast versus Saison yeast. But today we're focusing on the Saison yeast. As Hamster of Borg said, it's absolutely beautiful. This was not his exact words, but he says the best ciders he ever brewed was with Saison yeast. I'm stoked to give this a go, because this is not the correct yeast. Saison CS31 from Angel Yeast. This yeast ferments from 10 degrees Celsius up to 30 degrees Celsius. If we keep it in higher range, we would get less of the peppery esters and get more like fruity. So I fermented this quite hot. But I drove to the store and picked up some fancy pressed apple juice. In Sweden we call it äppelmust, I think you call it
cider.
As these were fermented in the Agula fermenters, 3.7 liters each. I picked up 2 packs of 3 liters and 1 pack of 1 liters. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, might have been that video with the AO1. A natural way to boost up your original gravity is to add some concentrated apple juice. So 3.5 liters of apple juice. I got an OG of 1044 and bumped that up with 2 deciliters of concentrated apple juice. Got us up to 3.7 liters and an OG of 1055. Trying to remember the numbers. I also added some yeast nutrient, also from Angel Yeast, Brew Nutri-Set. Hopefully we help the yeast out. I don't know how the Saison yeast works in a cider, so I thought it wouldn't hurt anything to help my friend the yeast. Then I added the yeast, hydrated CS31 yeast, and put it all in the Agula to ferment. This was fermented in this one. I can't control the pressure in this one, but it's usually around 22 psi. So I fermented this both in 22 psi. I fermented this at 25 degrees Celsius to start off for 2 days. And it just got insane. Rigorous fermentation. Then I bumped it up to 26 degrees Celsius for another 2 days. And bumped it up to 28 degrees Celsius for 3 days, and fermentation was done by that, but it wouldn't hurt anything leaving it. And I did try it super young on my Only Hands page, aka Patreon, but now it has been conditioning for 30 days, so a month. I'm ready to give it a go. But before I pour the beer, let's talk about the numbers. The CS31 Saison yeast chewed this puppy down from 1055 to 0.999. It will give us like 7.5% beverage. So if you don't want it that strong, don't add that concentrated apple juice. Keep it all natural. I still all natural, that's why I added apple juice instead of sugars, but yeah, you get the drift. I have nothing to clear this thing up. Epic pour. I got the wrong one. Let's try it again. Epic pour. I want to see if we could get some head. And yeah, with the Saison yeast, we got some head.
Everyone loves good head.
Yeah, I know. buy the t-shirt. So we actually have head on this cider. If we had head on the other one, we could have checked. Spoiler alert, we didn't. It's not as dark as you see it. Maybe you can see it a little better like that. We have a 1 finger white head which is dying off, and we have, this is almost like clear. It has a slight haze to it. Let's give this a sniff. Yes, we are getting some sort of let's say funk.
Even if it's minor, it's still got funk.
I don't know if it's funk, but I'm getting some extra fruitiness. We're not just getting like apples here, we're getting more. Do we get the spice? Can't really say. Let's dive in. Cheers. Highly carbonated. Now this is quite cold. Let's see if I can heat it up a little bit in my hands. Wow, really nice. It's not your typical cider. It has more. It's much more complex. The extra fruitiness from the Saison yeast just make me sound nerdy. This is a channel for nerds, so yeah, throw the first stone. It just makes it bloom. It makes it pop. It's really dry, but I'm getting sweetness. But that could be from the alcohol, which also brings sweetness to the table.
I am the table. Who doesn't want this? I'm combative. I can fight.
So the verdict on brewing a Saison cider from the tip from Hamsterborg. Thank you. Please continue to give me your brewing tip. I might try it out in a video. Absolutely beautiful. As I'm really not really a cider and wine drinker, I'm more into beer. I'm thinking I could pass this on for a second opinion to a more sophisticated wine connoisseur.
This MultiMash skit is based on an actual, unfiltered review from someone who either chose not to be on camera or was politely excluded by Dr. Hans's attractiveness standards.
Cider de Saison. That's not even a thing, mate. It actually is, Mr. Edit. It's not just man bun's usual artisanal nonsense. Let me Google it. Now let the fruitcake continue. Red, Mom. Clear, almost champagne-like in appearance. Mild, not much acidity, gently hugging the tongue. That sounds dangerous. There's a sweetness here. Not sweet, just a type of sweetness, sort of. That explanation helps no one. It tastes like not just apples, more. Like cold lemonade. I remember this summer in southern France, me, a small wooden stand by the road selling homemade lemonade, and Monique. No, not Monique again. Her eyes were... Stop it! There is no Monique. Just review the damn cider. No wet socks? No, the aroma is clean on this one. I'm not wearing any socks. And, not any pants. Nope, we're not keeping that. No wonder we're losing subscribers. And speaking of Saisons, I quite recently put out a video of a Saison beer which you absolutely should brew. And that one I also fermented with CS31. Why don't you check it out?